Hiya, this is a follow-up video of the monitor issues I've been having, which I posted up how long ago now? About a week and a half ago. As if people seen the other video, people have not. What was happening is anything bright on the screen when I minimised it, I was getting like an image retain, so I get an outline of what was actually happening. It actually got so bad that it was actually retaining colours. So if I had a picture on the screen and I minimised it, I could actually see the colours of the picture on there. After going back to LG for the second time and said this is not on, this is what's happening. It shouldn't happen after 4 or 5 minutes. I can understand if something's been on the screen for hours on end, fine, but this is actually at 4 or 5 minutes. They came back to me and said, yeah, we think it's faulty. We'll come pick it up. They picked it up late last week, and I got a text message yesterday basically saying they're dropping it off. So I've actually got the monitor back, and I was very happy to get it back because I've been using a little crappy 1080p monitor. When you've been using something like this, it's doing a really massive step back. First thing I did was plug it in to see if it was working. Now, when I first plugged it in, the screen wouldn't come on. I just got a grey screen. Now, I turned the computer off, I plugged the display port in. Now, one thing I noticed is when I don't know, how can I say this? Because obviously it's been returned, and what they've basically done is replace the screen and the motherboard, or the main board inside the monitor. And when I was actually looking, I was basically looking at the bezel around the side, and I was thinking, it doesn't quite match up, and I can actually see the silver bezel, the back of it actually behind the screen. Well, I don't know if it's one of those things of it is not in as good as it should be, or was the other one like that, and I just didn't really look at it that closely. I'm sure it wasn't like that. I don't know if this is going to get it. See, I can't add over here. Am I going to focus? I might have to do manual focus. Come here. I think that light there, you can see that's actually behind the screen. There's quite a bit of a gap there now. Now, I don't know if it's one of those things of I didn't look last time, so I didn't really notice it. And now that I'm really looking at it, I said, all right, I can see like a mil gap all the way around it. Or what? Anyway, so first put it in, plugged it in, grey screen. Now I had the other monitor connected at the same time, so I thought, right, turn it off, turn it off, unplug that monitor, and try again. Again, I just got a grey screen. That was it. It was just a grey screen. So, okay, took the DisplayPort cable out and I used HDMI cable. It worked perfectly fine. So I thought, right, I'm going to put it to factory settings. Went to the menu, put it to factory settings. I did notice though, when I actually got it, it wasn't set to factory settings. The brightness was different and the contrast was different. There's a few settings in there which aren't factory settings. So take what you will out of that. So did all that, put the HDMI cable in, started to work. So right, I'll set it to default settings, put the DisplayPort back in, and it seemed to work fine. Now on the menu, I can actually enable DisplayPort 1.2 because it must be DisplayPort 1 otherwise. And DisplayPort 1.2, it enables you to use the 10-bit colors, which is basically it makes the number of colors on the screen go from like 18 million up to like, I think if you have from like 16 million up to something like 18 billion, it just massively explodes how much more colours you can have, and there is actually difference when you look at photographs with it. So a bit confused. Okay, so what I do, so I'll turn the DisplayPort on. Now what happens? Either the two things: either it'll go grey and not come on, or it'll come on and it'll start flashing. So I'm going to show you now. So I'm going to say hello to yourselves because there's the picture interference now. Okay, so DisplayPort. I'm going to go to the menu. So we go. So I press menu over there. You can see the menu. I think it's under general. So okay, DisplayPort. I'm going to go to enabled. Let's see if it does it. Right, it's gone black because it's okay. Seems to be working. Goes off. Seems to be working. Gone off again. So this is the type of thing it's doing. It's constantly going black and then coming back on. Or I've actually seen it when you get half the screen goes green and you get corruption in the middle of it and all sorts like that. I've also heard the speakers blip, as if the speakers are just What do you mean? So, do you see that up there? I don't know if the camera would have caught that. Oh, and down there as well. So this is what happens now when I turn DisplayPort 1.2 on. Now what I have done is I have uninstalled the NVIDIA drivers. Just got to put it back so at least I can use it. Let's disable DisplayPort. So there you go. I don't know if I mentioned that the cable I'm using is the cable I got with the monitor. So, and I never had this problem before. So that basically that's it so far. And what I did notice as well, because it has been taken apart and put back together, things like the control underneath, right underneath the monitor here, that's where you do the controls, this little nipple thing here. That's a lot looser than when it was, and also like the surround, I was kind of like moving it slightly. Do you know when you like take plastic things apart and you put it back together and it's not quite right, it's not quite as tight as it used to be. The monitor kind of feels like that in places. Like I said, the controls underneath, the panel on it, I think it makes it move slightly. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure I didn't do that before. See, is that? Go for it. What do you mean inside? It's not in as tight as it used to be. So anyway, so what did I say I've done? Yeah, I uninstalled the drivers, used the Windows drivers, did exactly the same thing when display 1.5 or 1.2 is enabled. Put it back to disabled it, installed the latest NVIDIA drivers. Obviously, you just saw it again, and it's done that. What I've done is gone straight onto LG and said, look, I've just received this monitor. I'm reporting straight away that it doesn't seem to be working properly. I just want it on record. I'm going to play around with drivers and this, that, and the other, but I want it on record. I've got it, and I think it's not right. So they kind of said, right, okay, we've got it on record that it's not right, that you don't think it's right. Have a play with it and get back to me. So, there we go. I actually hate it when they say they're going to send something off and get it repaired. I used to have a Microsoft Surface, and that got sent off for repair 5 times in a row. And in the end, I got sick of it, and I'm never going to buy another one of those again, even though they potentially could be great things. But so I think this is going to have to go back again, and if they don't get it right next time, I'm just going to say either give me a brand new monitor, the latest one, or give me money back. The monitor's gone black. Anyway, see you later.